next step. We are bringing back the cut crease. Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I've been seeing all over TikTok, YouTube, people doing unrecognizable makeup looks. I am a sucker for looking back at my old pictures and how I used to do my makeup, and there was one makeup look that I absolutely love to do, and I kind of want to recreate that and do an unrecognizable makeup look for you guys today. So we're just gonna hop right in and give ourselves a little bit of a glow up. I'm gonna move my mirror so that I can actually look at you guys and look at my mirror at the same time. I'm going to be starting with skin prep. Skin prep is a very important step before you start any of your makeup. So I'm going to start off with my moisturizer. I'm still using the e.l.f. Skin Holy Hydration Face Cream. I'm literally almost out of this. I do need to get a new face cream. My face has been so dry because of the winter, so I've been using a lot of this. I need more face cream recommendations if you guys have any. I do like things that hydrate my face. Just gonna make sure we get that all in and a little on our neck, of course. The order that I do my skin prep might be all over the place. I'm honestly not 100% sure if you're supposed to be going in this order, but I have noticed that this order works for me. So my next step is my Dew Glow Moisturizer SPF 50 Invisible Sunscreen by Nutrium. I have been loving the way that this has felt on my skin. I've been using it for about a month now. It honestly lasts a very long time. I don't think you have to reapply it all that much. I'm not a really big girl of reapplying sunscreen though, so I cannot be one to speak on that. I have been doing really good putting it on right away in the morning. Even get my ears and my neck. Let that sit for a second. A really important note to make while you're doing your skin prep is let every single product be absorbed into your skin so that your makeup turns out flawless. Next, I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Serum. I've had this forever. I stopped using it for a while and I'm not 100% sure why. I think I was trying out a different product, but as you guys can tell, I have had it for a while because the entire front part of that is missing. Just gonna put that on my face. A little can go a really long way. Massage that into my face. I honestly forgot how amazing the Charlotte Tilbury serum is. For this makeup look today, I am gonna be using a few different products. I'm not gonna try to go for my every day-to-day makeup products. I did find a lot of things in my makeup box that I completely forgot that I had, so I wanted to give them a try. The next step is primer. I'm going to be using the Refi Glow and Sculpt Face Primer. Refi does have another primer that I've been trying to get my hands on. It's just a lot smaller than this one, and I believe it's like a matte finish. And lately I've just been loving a really glowy skin, and this does wonders. I feel like you guys always hear me talk about this primer on my Get Ready With Me's. It really is one of my top favorite products. My skin is all prepped now. I am gonna let the primer sit on my face for a little bit just so that it can be absorbed into the skin. But I am gonna let the primer sit on my face for a little bit while I go wet my beauty blender, so I'll be right back. Moving on, now that all the skin prep is settled into our skin, we're gonna move on with the foundation. I have two options for my foundation that I really want to use today. It is the Fenty Beauty Blur and Smooth Tint Skin and the Say Slip Tint. This also has sunscreen in it as well. So I think I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Tint Stick. This is in the number 3. I honestly don't even know if this is like my color, so I might have to use something to have it match my face. This actually works really well with my skin tone, and it's very creamy. I'm telling you, there's so many products that I have that I just kind of forgot about. I look nuts right now. Now I'm gonna go in with my foundation brush and pat that into my skin. That was very blurring. Now with my beauty blender, I'm gonna go in and just kind of pat everything down and make sure it blends even better. I don't like when I use the foundation brush. It kind of leaves it a little streaky, so that's what I'm trying to fix. But I do like when I use a foundation brush, it blends it out and leaves the product on your face, unlike a beauty blender that picks up the product. If you use the foundation brush first, it'll blend it out perfectly, and then you go in with your beauty blender to pick up the extra that you don't really need on your face, and then it just kind of gets rid of that streakiness. Now I'm going in with my Rare Beauty concealer. This is gone. I do need to get another one. I did get the House Labs concealer, and that is also one one of my favorite ones, but I did get it pretty close to my natural skin tone. So it's not as brightening as I want it to be, and that's totally my fault. This Rare Beauty concealer was my go-to forever, and it's still a very good one. Also, this is in the shade 170W. And then with my Rare Beauty bronzer stick, this is in the shade Happy Soul. I'm gonna go in to contour my face. So I go in and put some on my cheekbones and then on my forehead. And we're gonna do our nose contour as well, right there. Now I'm gonna start by blending out the contour. I'm gonna be dabbing it into my skin and going up. I've been binge watching a lot of makeup tutorials on TikTok, and there's so many tips and tricks that you can do. So I've been trying to incorporate all of those into my makeup routine. But they say when you're blending out your contour, you should be not stroking it, but dabbing it and going up so that it lifts your face. Same thing with on my forehead. I'm kind of bringing it into my hairline. This is my absolute favorite part of my makeup, is blending out the nose contour. I was never really a big fan of my nose, but I don't know why. I've been loving doing my nose contour like this. Now I'm going to be blending out my concealer. I'm just using a Sephora brush. My parents got me these for Christmas, I think last year. They got my sister and I matching ones because I think I owned like 4 brushes prior to getting these. I feel like my knowledge of makeup has shifted so much throughout the years, so I know more now than I used to. So I feel like this makeup look is gonna look even better today. I don't know, I might be speaking a little too soon. I'm tooting my own horn. I was actually really excited to film this video today. Now using my finger, I'm just gonna blend it out. What is my next step? Blush. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot my blush. I am going in with a lighter shade because I do want my main focus of this look to be on my eyes. I don't want like the blush to take away from it. So I'm going in with Spicy Marg. This is the Rhode Pocket Blush. I'm grabbing my blush brush, just dabbing a little bit because with these pocket blushes, a little bit goes a long way. Again, dab it kind of how I was doing my contour. Blush blindness has been a thing for me for the past like 3 years. I still might go a little overboard with this unintentionally, but we're trying not to. Focus it more like on my higher cheekbone than on the apples of my cheeks. Again, to go for that lifted look. Moving on to setting powder. Obviously going in with the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom Cake Easy Bake Powder. I'm not going to use too much of this setting powder, so I dab just like a little bit onto the powder puff and then I put it on my hand just to get a lot of the excess off of it, and then I just go right underneath my eye, pat that in. I do go in with my finger to pat out my little creases underneath my eyes to make sure it doesn't crease too badly when the powder is on. And then with a powder brush, I just wipe away the extra. I just poked my eye. Now we're going to be moving on to our eyebrows. This past weekend, my sister and I actually dyed our eyebrows a little bit. We tinted them. It was our first time, so like, I don't know if you guys can tell, they are a little darker than they normally are. We were so scared using just a random eyeshadow palette, and I'm grabbing one of the darker browns for my eyebrows. And I'm just gonna fill in the little problem areas that I have. I also plucked them right before doing this video. So these eyebrows are ready to go. I've been slowly but surely doing a lot of little maintenance to myself, like tinting my eyebrows. So just doing these high maintenance things to keep myself low maintenance. I've seen so many people post about doing stuff like that on TikTok because sometimes you just don't want to do your makeup, and that's completely fine. But you also don't want to look crusty, and that's my issue, is I always feel like if I don't look put together, I'm not gonna have a good day. Now that our eyebrows are done, we're gonna be moving on to the most important part of this makeup routine, the eyes. I'm gonna start with the Santa on Sunset and put that all over my eye. It's this lightest shade in the Too Faced palette. Obviously, I'm doing this unrecognizable makeup look, but I feel like I'm gonna feel more like myself just because I've been doing makeup since I was like 12 through like now. I've been doing my makeup for a very long time, mostly because I was in show choir. That's when it kind of all started. But I just feel like having to come up with makeup looks with each other to see like what's gonna work with with the outfits that we had and everything. That was the most exciting part for me. And we did very bold makeup looks, obviously, because you're on stage, and there was a lot of glitter that went in to those makeup looks. I'm actually going to be going in with the REM Beauty Baby Doll palette, going in with this orange shade. I'm really going to pack that on and then just do a little tap of that second to last color. I have no idea what the name of these shades are. I'm going to be going in with those shades and going on the outside of my eye, kind of carrying it into the middle. The makeup look I am trying to achieve today does have the cut crease. Oh, we're bringing those back today, guys. We are bringing back the cut crease. Now we're going back in with the Rare Beauty concealer, and I'm just going to do the tiniest amount right there, and I'm only starting with one eye because I don't want the concealer to get too tacky. I am bringing in my mirror so that I can make sure this is properly patted out. I do recommend, if you do a makeup look with this, which I don't think anyone ever will since it is a cut crease. That is so 2016 if I'm being honest. If you do a cut crease, I definitely recommend getting like a really thin brush like this so that you can make that perfect line. Trying to make that as sharp as possible up there. We're gonna move on to the next eye. I think that's as good as that's gonna get. This is very nerve-wracking. Well, this one was a lot easier now that I kind of remember what I was doing. I'm gonna go in with this smaller brush again with the Baby Doll palette. I'm going in with the like non-existent shade that I have right here. It is the lightest shade of the REM Baby Doll palette, and I'm just gonna tap that into where I put the concealer on my eye. We're getting somewhere. This is what we have so far. It's gonna look better, I promise. Now I'm bringing this back in. I got a new eyelash curler because my old one was starting to pull out my eyelashes. It just wasn't curling them as well as it used to, so I think it was just time for a new one. I curled my lashes with this earlier and it leaves them stunning. I think this is one of the best eyelash curlers I ever had. Look at that. When I used to do my eyeliner all the time, I always use this specific eyeliner. This is the Maybelline Master Precise All Day Liquid Eyeliner. It helps you really make a nice tight eyeliner. I always start off with that bottom line, then I go in and from the middle of my eye I connect it and I fill it in. I ended up finishing this eye off camera because I really was trying to focus on getting a perfect wing as much as I can. I hit a little bit of a snag while I was doing my eyeliner. This is gone, dried out. So I had to go in with a black eyeshadow to finish the liner. Now it's time for mascara. I'm gonna see how my lashes hold the mascara today. If it does hold it pretty decently, I won't be putting fake lashes on. But we're gonna go in with a mascara. So my eyelashes, they look good, but I really want, what do you guys think? Should I put fake lashes on or should I just leave my natural lashes? Because they are looking really good. We're just going to put these away. We're not going to be doing false lashes today. We're going to continue on with this makeup look with this little brush. And I'm going to use a Baguette Please. I'm going to use that just to kind of go under my lashes. Going in with my other mascara that I have just because this brush is a lot smaller than the other one, and I'm going to use this on my lower lashes. Now it's time for the lips. I'm going to wipe off what I already have on my lips. I'm going to use this Kylie Jenner lip liner in the color 20. This is a very, very old lip liner that I got, I believe, for Christmas. My sister got me one of the Kylie Jenner lip kits. Then with my finger, I'm just going to blend it into my lips a little more. Now for the final touch, I'm going to go in with the Peptide Lip Tint, and this is Jelly Belly. I'm just going to go over the lip liner that I put on, just so that I have a glossy lip. This is the finished makeup look. I'm going to go ahead and do my hair really quick so you guys can see it all put together, and I'll be right back. This is the final look. I even changed my top just to give you guys the full look. I am so happy on how this turned out. Sometimes I do just want to throw on like a full face of makeup. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me on this little get ready with me to look unrecognizable. I love you guys all so much, and I will catch up with you guys in the next one. Bye!